Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker. She is your real estate voice and the host of the program, of course. She's the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And Barb, I've been telling our listeners for 9 years why home sellers should call you to sell their homes. So let's talk about the 6 big reasons why they should call you at 719-301-3900 when they're ready to sell their homes, and sometimes even before they're ready to, and sometimes even when they're just preparing to sell their homes.
Absolutely, Richard. I'm happy to talk about it. And the reason number one is we actually have some guarantees in place so that you have the certainty of sale. I just helped one couple sell their home. We guaranteed it. But the way it works is you get the higher offer. So if somebody comes in and offers you more money, you get the higher offer so you can move on to your next house. And many agents will promise to sell your home, but it doesn't always happen that way. So we want to make sure that you have that certainty that it's going to go through. And then we also offer it to anybody that's moving up to one of our listings. There's just a lot of opportunities where you can win with our guarantees. And some home sellers assume that every home will sell. And actually, that's not always the case. There's probably about 30% of them that are not selling, maybe a little bit more right now. Because the rates have gone up. So you want to make sure that you put your house on the market, that it's prepared to get top dollar. And at many times, Richard, I see that people put their house on the market and they've got things that are so easy to fix. Bad pictures, bad pricing, sticking with a bad price for too long. Those things are so easy, and the home sellers are in control if they knew what to do. Also, reason number 2 is we have buyers. We have over 27,450 buyers on our database of buyers in waiting that we market to directly, but we're trying to get everybody's buyers, not just our buyers, because we want you to have the most money. And typically I find just on my website, I have 100 buyers that are a good match for your home. We also have cash buyers. So it's a solution for people that don't want to deal with people coming through their house. They don't want to deal with preparing their home for sale. There's nothing wrong with that. Selling your home to a cash buyer actually does happen more often than you think. It's kind of a growing industry right now because people just want the easy button. So with our system, you actually get multiple cash offers and you get to pick from the best one that works for you. And typically we can get you that answer within a day, business day or 2 to get that done. And my name is Barb Schlinker. I'm with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. I am the broker owner, and I'm also the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice. And what we're talking about right now, basically, are the 6 big reasons why you should consider calling us if you are thinking of making a move. And we're also going to talk about kind of some more detail about those reasons and why it's important to pick the right team to sell your home. With the cash offer program, it works really, really well because you don't have to deal with any repairs. You don't have to deal with getting your house to looking perfect before you put it up on the market. But that's just option 1. We have multiple options. So we could take pictures and video of your home, submit it there. We'll get offers back. If you don't like it, it's okay. We're going to market to our 27,000 buyers in waiting, or take it to the public and help you get top dollar there. Either way, the whole idea is to get you the best price that works for you in your time frame with the least amount of hassle. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call at 719-301-3900, or you can go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. She's the host of the program. You can always reach her at 719-301-3900. And we're talking, Barb, about We're talking, Barb, about the 6 big reasons to call you at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. That's Barb Schlinker, of course. She's the host of the program. And Barb, let's talk about how long it takes to sell a home. We've talked about the first 2 steps, which are the guarantee of the home sale and the proof of those sales as well. But let's talk about 4 other reasons that are so important.
Well, I can tell you, Richard, that most home sellers don't want to deal with having their home on the market for a long time, especially dealing with showing after showing and people kind of picking their house apart. And so you have to, it's a whole strategy to price your home right and prepare it right. Sometimes the pricing is fine, but the marketing is bad. Sometimes the pricing is just too high. So it really depends on the situation on the house. And you know, it's sad for me to say that 81% of the agents all up and down the Front Range only sell 3 or less homes a year. That's most of them. So I don't know if it's a hobby, but I really think the industry is not that great in teaching agents how to do the things that would help them grow their business and get more expertise. They're terrible at teaching agents marketing. They're terrible at teaching agents how to handle objections. They're terrible at teaching agents how to negotiate or how to provide great customer service or how to closing skills. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I had a seller tell me somebody was showing his home. He's got cameras on the outside of the home. And, you know, if you're in a home, you can pretty much expect that just about every single home on the market is going to have some kind of camera activity going on, right? But these agents, they don't think about it and they start blabbing their mouth and trying to be a fiduciary to the buyer. So this one agent was on the back deck of this home, which it wasn't perfect. It was a wood deck, but it was in decent shape. And he's telling his buyer, oh, this home won't be approved for VA. There's no way you can buy this home. And he's like, what is this guy talking about? So my seller heard that on the video. I'm like, I don't know. I think he's trying to position himself as an expert is the only thing I can guess. But you would not believe how many times we hear that going on where agents are talking smack about the home in front of the buyer and the seller catches it on video. Wouldn't you hate that, Richard?
I think that is one lesson I've learned, not just about real estate, but about my entire life, Barb. And that is if you are anywhere close to a person's home, you have to assume that they are not just watching, but especially listening to every word you say before you ring the doorbell, afterwards, while you're just standing there. And in real estate, that can be a really big issue.
Yeah, there was an agent recently, it was in the news in California that was supposedly at this house waiting for a buyer to show up and they had cameras inside. He went into the home. He was the listing agent and went into the refrigerator and started grabbing food and drinking milk right out of the carton.
Out of the carton.
He got fired, unfortunately, but that wasn't very smart. Okay, so we sell homes faster. The average days on market has risen just a little bit. We sell homes typically 3 times faster than most agents, and they're more likely to sell. That's a big thing too. Sometimes we get more money on homes. Sometimes we get a little bit less. It really depends on where the seller decides to price the home. But generally, if they follow our advice and price it realistically, we know what to do on the marketing side. We're going to get them top dollar for sure. And with us, your home is 60% more likely to sell. And the other thing is we really want you satisfied. So in this preparation piece, we do what we call a certified pre-owned home program. And the reason for that is we don't want you to have to deal with surprises and landmines after you've already accepted a contract and you think you're moving, and then you have to step back for a second because, oh, the buyer wants a new sewer line, or they want a new furnace, or they want fries with that too. Just last week, I actually had one HVAC contractor that said this furnace is shot and the heat exchanger has rust on it. And I'm like, okay, I want to double check that because it's a relatively new furnace. They had just put in air conditioning. And so we sent out another HVAC contractor that we trusted. And he goes, we have to wait a couple days because the last contractor turned the air conditioning down to 60 degrees and froze the AC line. So we waited a couple days. They went back and checked it out. And this is somebody I've been working with for years that I completely trust. He says, the furnace is fine. I cleaned and serviced it. Everything's great. So you want somebody that has your back in the inspection process as well if something like that comes up. And get some bids when you want time to get some bids in case something does come up. So some of our guarantees that we offer are the cancellation guarantee, the timely response guarantee, communication guarantee, realistic price range guarantee, realistic timeline guarantee, honest promises with our track record guarantee, and then of course, cancellation guarantee. So if you're interested in giving us a call and you're thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, or even if it's in the future, let us take pictures of your home while the yard looks green and beautiful, and we'll save them for when you are ready. Call us at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
After all of those guarantees, folks, don't be surprised that the name is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. That's Barb Schlinker. Check out the website, barbhasthebuyers.com. Favorite part of the show, Barb, for you. Exciting for me, too, because up and down the Front Range, you have got all kinds of hot new listings. Tell us about them.
Oh, we have an adorable starter home up in Woodland Park on Full View Street. It's so cute. It's got a great backyard with views at 389.9. We've got a beautiful rancher. The whole main level is hickory wood flooring. And granite counters, priced in the mid fives. A great home down in Pueblo West in the upper threes. We have a fabulous ranch on 60 acres out in Yoder, priced at $525, with 2 great buildings, as well as a wonderful barn. Really, really nice kind of hobby farm in the low fives. Fabulous home on 2.5 acres on Rock Creek Mesa. We have 2 homes in one on Bijou Street downtown. This is actually a great investment property in the upper fives. We also have a great home in the northwest part of town on Native Circle in the low fives. A spectacular Victorian on Rocky Heights in D20, priced at $870, and absolutely eye-watering, unbelievable home in Florissant at $2.5 million on 35 acres. Very energy efficient, spectacular home, and that one's priced at $2.5 million. Plus, I have 2 fabulous deals coming up. Be watching barbhasthebuyers.com. I have a handyman special on Jetwing, priced under $250,000. That home is over 1,800 square feet, and a spectacular patio home close to the Air Force Academy, priced in the mid fives. Richard?
You've been listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker. She is your voice. She's the host of the program as well. You can listen to replays of the program on Spotify, YouTube, as well as all of the other popular podcast and video platforms. Give her a call at 719-301-3900. And remember, the replays are on Barb's YouTube channel, Barb Schlinker, or as I said, you can check the podcast in case you didn't hear the entire program. Thank you for listening this week. To reach out to Barb, simply call her at 719-301-3900. It's a beautiful fall season, a great time to be listening. Thank you for listening, Barb. Have a great week.
Thank you. You have a great week too.